to Jackie's Creative Lifestyle. I'm Jackie Thornton and today I bring you part 4 of a 5-part series that I am doing on the Coffee Cafe stamp set. Here it is here, and we've just been making different cards and showing you just different ways that you can use this set. Also inside I have fixed the die cuts that you can get to cut out the stamps as well. So you can buy these as a bundle deal and get 10% off. So if you don't have a demonstrator and you do want to take a closer look at the Stampin' Up products, just message me and I will send something out to you. So, carrying on with our 5-part series, doing part 4, this is our card, and of course we have the lovely inside. We're doing Thanks a Latte on this one, and so let's get started. Let's bring it in. Right, so the first one we have Crumb Cake, and we're going to cut that our standard size, which is 14.8 by 20, and then scored at 10.6. Then a piece for the inside, which we're using Whisper White, and that's going to be 14.5 centimeters by 10. We need a piece of cardstock. I've used Soft Sky. This particular one, you are going to need that at 10 centimeters by 6.5, and a piece of the Coffee DSB, and that is Designer Series paper, and that is 10 centimeters by 7 centimeters. You're also going to need some scraps of paper from the same Designer Series paper, which is the coffee break. We have this particular one here that I've got, and just a scrap piece of white, Whisper White cardstock. Alright, so let's get started. The first things we're going to need to do is we're going to need to pop these two together. And we're just going to, now you can decide what depth or what size you want your border in the Soft Sky. I'm going to go with, say, about that much, and then you can then adhere it. And that's why I leave it open, so that you can actually decide where you want that to be, and that's why I cut it at that size. So just pop some adhesive on the back there. Actually, probably put it onto the card. That would be a better... Whoops, I've gone and run out of my bits. There we go, we'll use fast views. So I'm just going to pop a piece across here and a piece across here, and then pop this on the top, and that will work. Lining that up and bringing it down. Okay, there's that part. Next you want to be using some ribbon. Now I'm going to use this one here, which is a gorgeous new one in the collection, and this is Crumb Cake, and it's beautiful and soft, lovely to work with. We're not going to do a bow, we're just going to do a knot. So we're just going to tie this around here, and we're going to tie the knot off to the right side. Just grab my scissors, and simply just knot it. Just like that. And then just pull it. And clip that off just to tidy it up. Just like, oops, let's sharpen those ones. Okay, so we've done that part there. The next part we want to do is make the coffee cup itself. So we'll pop that to the side. Now I've got my big shot machine next to me, so we're going to be doing that die cutting. Now what we need is the larger cup, there like that, and we also need to cut a few bits and pieces. So I'm just going to grab some washi tape. I like to use the washi tape to hold the dies in place, because I actually don't have a magnetic plate for my die cut machine, and lots of people don't. So this is a good way of just holding that die into place so it doesn't move. Right, next one we're going to be doing is we're going to do Thanks a Latte. So we just need to bring in our paper piercing mat, oops, and our card, which is now underneath here. Right, and we're going to use Air Pizzazz for this one. So just ink that up. And pop that on. Here we go. Don't need that again. And also the other die that we need is the very top of the cup, and we're going to do that in white. So let's pop that on. with some washi tape just to hold that in place. We also want the die that's going to cut out the little words for us, so we'll pop that into place. So we can run this through the machine all at the same time, and that's just saves mucking around a bit. So I'll just bring in my plate. Oh, that's still got a bit of tape on it. Oh, we'll just leave it on there. Right, we'll turn that up. Pop those onto there. Pop this one down this end. Right. Put the top plate on and run that through. Okay. So we have the little cup. Whoa, all my box just fell over. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we've done that, and then we just need the little sign and the cup lid. Right, pop that off to the side. Okay, let's pop this all together. Right, bring in our card, and what we're going to do is there's a stamp in the stamp set that is little wee beans, coffee beans. So we just want to grab the Crumb Cake, which is the same as the card, and just pop a few of these all the way around. Just randomly stamp them. Whoops, I'm not pressing down properly. Let's do this properly, shall we? Pop some at the bottom, because you'll be able to see those ones. I'm not stamping properly today. I wonder what's going on with me. There we go. Let's do that. Alright. Bring in all your bits, and you want to put some adhesive on the back of this piece. It's getting a bit stuck. There we go. And now we're just going to place this on. Now I'm going to lift it up a little bit so that you can see the little beans at the bottom. Place that down. Bring in your cup, and I'm going to pop my cup lid over the top this time. So I'm just going to grab my little notebook and what we're going to do is we're just going to turn this lid up, and we're going to run a little piece of adhesive along there, because we only really want half of the width. So then just take that off, bring in your cup, and just adhere that there to the top, just like that. Alright, next thing you want to do is bring in some of your linen thread. And just like I mentioned the other day, you do buy the linen thread on a flat sheet of cardboard, but what I do is I transfer it to an old roll, so that's on a roll for me. Just makes things easier. Pop a bit of tape there on the back, and then just wrap it around. And using the sticky to keep it in place, we'll go up to here, and then back down to the sticky, and then clip it off. Okay, now with this coffee set, we also have some embellishments. Now I think they're in my embellishment box. No, they're not. They've already been taken out. Okay, so these came with the coffee collection, and they are little corrugated cardboard tags. So we're just going to pull an oval one out and bring in our little thanks a latte, and we also want to bring in our dimensionals and pop one right in the center there, and then stick thanks a latte on the top, and that will pop that off there. Next thing we want to do is attach this to our cup. So a little bit of adhesive on the back there. I'm using fast fuse today just because I really want it all to adhere really well, and that's a great one for sticky. Now what I do is I go back with a little bit of linen thread and I just hook it under and I tie a little bow this way. I just find it easier for me to do it this way than to do a bow when I'm actually doing the wrapping around. I just find that I've got more control and I get a better finish. So tie your little bow and then pull it to make it the size you want. And then clip off, I'll just make that one a little bit smaller, and then clip that off just like that. Whoops. Okay, then you bring your card in and we want to pop some dimensionals onto the back here. And pop some just down here. Oops, look, I've got stuck. It's good adhesive. Okay, and we'll take that one off. Okay, so let's just pop that into the card. Just pop it there. And then in this back here, what we want to do is we want to just pop some little beans down in this corner here. Then a bit more adhesive and pop that inside. Lovely. And there you have your card. I'll just bring my other one in, and there you have the two cards. Thank you for joining me today. Part 5 is coming up tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that, and then we're starting a new series. So look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you for joining me today. Take care out there and we'll talk soon. Bye bye.